Let's get an analyst take now on Boeing's shakeup and the company's future. Jason Gursky is a senior analyst covering aerospace and defense at Citi. He's maintaining his buy rating on Boeing and has a $263 price target. Jason, how does today's news change your perspective on the stock?
It doesn't really, right? I think there was an expectation amongst the investment community that we would likely see some changes in management here at Boeing over time in light of what's going on. I think the approach that they're taking here is pretty sound. It provides the company plenty of opportunity to make a smooth transition. It gives Dave Calhoun, current CEO, some time to de-risk the company as he hands off the reins to the next leader of the company.
Yeah, and certainly some time here for transition, the question of whether they'll bring in an outsider or not. But as you look at the various areas of execution risk, what do you think the biggest challenges are right now, given that they've just announced this executive shakeup?
Well, the biggest area of risk, of course, is what's going on with the production facilities, both with their suppliers as well as what's going on there in Renton up near Seattle. Obviously, the FAA is involved here, wanting to make sure that we've got solid quality that comes out of that factory. So I think the biggest risk or issue, that the thing that needs to get dealt with here, right, is producing quality aircraft out of both Boeing's factory floors and the floors of their suppliers, and managing this process with the FAA so that they can increase production rates here over time.
And what's your outlook on the labor issue right now? I understand Boeing's largest labor union is seeking a board seat, and that union has started talks to have the first renegotiation of a new union contract in 16 years. What do you think will come of that?
Well, let's see here. On the board side of things, I don't think this is an unprecedented ask, so it's not clear to me exactly how that plays out. There might be opportunities for new board members, obviously, right? With this, part of the management shakeup today is that you've got an independent director that will not stand for re-election. So there's an opportunity for a new board member to come on. I don't know that that's going to happen in time for somebody, a union-nominated board member, to come on board. But I don't think it's an unprecedented ask at this point. Time will tell how the board and shareholders react to that. And I'm sorry, I forgot the second part of your question.
No, I think that's it. Tyler, you want to jump in here?
Yeah, I do. It's good to see you again, Jason. Let me ask you, it's clear that Boeing, or at least it seems to be clear that Boeing has angered regulators. It seems clear that they have angered some of their customers who now are having to wait longer to receive planes because of production slowdowns. The assembly line isn't producing as many aircraft, so they've had to adjust their schedules. They've had to take planes out of service multiple times. And I gather they're going to be meeting soon with executives from some of these the airlines with which they do business. How damaged is the relationship of Boeing with these major customers, and how do you repair it?
Oh, look, I think, this is a duopoly kind of situation, right? So obviously customers do have alternatives. There tend to be, Airbus only customers, Boeing only customers, and then, I won't call it a small number, but, there's a chunk in the middle that have mixed fleets. And those are obviously the ones that have been pretty vocal and have opportunities to switch, and where there could be lasting damage for Boeing, to the extent that, they're not being transparent with customers and not being reactive to their needs. I don't think that that's the case. I think that they are being transparent and they're trying to do the best that they can. But look, I think from a share perspective, there's not a tremendous amount of risk because both Boeing and Airbus have backlogs that go out well into the 2030s at this point. It's really going to be really hard for customers to go get a hold of what we describe as a lift or new aircraft from an alternative supplier at this point. So Boeing's just got to put its head down, be transparent with its customers, be transparent with the FAA, work with its suppliers, and get this manufacturing issue corrected.